So I can see one query that start with the vector calculus chapter. So start means I cannot start now from the beginning. So if you have a specific query in a particular lecture, then you please ask. I will respond to that particular section. There was one query which I just saw in this Google spreadsheet about the syllabus for the examination, and it is usually everything. So all 60 lectures. So the questions will be from all lectures which are recorded under this NPTEL course. So there should not be any query then, because whatever is taught, the syllabus, that is the complete syllabus for the examination.
Hello.
Yes, hello. Hello.
Is this Jitendra Kumar?
You can just queries because you are not audible.
Hello. I'm not able to understand.
Better you write your query in the chat box because you are not audible here.
Okay. How to join
Yeah.
this line? Engineering mathematics.
Yes.
How to join?
How to join? That is already done. So you did not join in this course, but you must be a
I'm
participant,
trying
right?
to.
Yes.
I am the participant. I'm trying to
Yeah.
join, but it's saying session has been ended.
Oh, it is showing. I did not get. Please repeat.
Yeah.
I did not get you actually. Can you repeat again?
I have opened it in YouTube. It was showing another link. I have
Uh-huh.
copied that link and I have pasted in Google. Showing
Okay.
that it was showing that meeting has been ended or cancelled.
Oh, I think you have to download this application from the Cisco WebEx meeting, and you have to install that application. Then only you will be able to join in this forum. So
Okay,
there
okay.
must be some pop-up window which will ask you to install one application, the Cisco WebEx meeting application.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. After installing, how to
Yes.
open the
Then I think if you click that link which you got, you click that link again after installing this, and then automatically it will take you to this application, and then you can join this automatically. Maybe you have to enter your email address. That's all.
okay,
Yeah. So please try.
okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. हेलो सर.
Yes. Hello.
हाँ सर, मेरा लेक्चर कब शुरू होने वाला है?
Yeah. Oh, we are unable to hear. Actually, due to this coronavirus problem, we could not get the studio because everything is locked. So I'm just trying from home, and therefore this quality is, I guess, it's not very good.
Yes, sir.
So, maybe, yes, maybe that is the problem. So you just give your specific queries in this Google Sheet. Then if there are some queries, I can prepare another document and I can share with all of you. So in that
Yes, sir.
case, there will be no need to interact directly, but if I receive your queries, I can respond through PPT or through a document again. So you
Yes, sir.
please write your queries. Yeah. In this Google spreadsheet, you write please.
Hello.
Yes.
Good evening, sir. Hello.
I can hear you. Please.
सर, लेक्चर आज स्टार्ट होगा या नहीं?
लेक्चर तो नहीं होगा, तो तुम लोगों का क्वेरीज, इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेरीज देन आई कैन इंटरेक्ट on that particular query. I can explain again. So it is not a lecture now. Lectures are already recorded, and I guess you got all the lectures. Or you are asking for your PPT, eh? Kindly provide the PPT, right? So actually you don't need the PPT because I am providing the handwritten notes, and that is enough. If you go through handwritten notes, they are better than PPT because PPT is exactly what I have shown you during the lectures. But the notes are written in a different way. So if you go through the lecture notes, handwritten lecture notes, that will be better. Most of the things are there in the lecture notes. Sometimes during the lecture, I have explained a bit more. If something you feel that the lectures and the lecture notes are not enough, you can again send us your queries. I can emphasize on that particular topic, because it's not like many things are not there in the handwritten notes. Most of the things are there in handwritten notes, but during the lecture I might have explained a little more than what is there in my lectures. So otherwise, most of the things, the content I have also taken from those lectures and I have presented to you during these videos. And it is always good that you should post your queries well in advance, so that I can prepare well for those queries, and then we can utilize this meeting for that purpose. Yeah, so as some of you have written, some questions are not there in the notes which are available in PPT. Yeah, so as I said, only some problems you can find in PPT. Otherwise, most of the things are also available in handwritten notes. Most of the PPTs are prepared from the handwritten notes only. But while explaining why during the lecture, I find that there is a requirement of one more lecture for some clarification. I have provided some extra questions perhaps during the lecture, but otherwise most of the content is there already in these handwritten notes. So that is more than enough if you go through the handwritten notes and then listen these lectures. And also, if you have further queries, you can write to us. I can certainly explain again those problems. So some of you are writing problems related to gradient and divergence that are not clear from the lecture or the lecture notes. So I can, maybe, I don't know if it is, perhaps you all can see divergence and gradient and divergence.
How can we?
Yes,
सर आपके previous lectures
आपका आवाज नहीं आ रहा है, प्लीज सेकेंड.
सर आपके previous lecture जो
जी,
previous lectures और handwritten notes
यस.
कहाँ मिल सकते हैं हमें वो?
प्रीवियस मतलब which one? Mathematics 1 you are talking about.
No sir.
Mathematics 2, right? Engineering Mathematics 2.
Yes sir.
But that we have shared already. You must have received all handwritten notes and these video lectures. Did you not?
No sir.
But handwritten notes I have already shared with NPTEL, and they said they are sending to the participants.
ಲೋಕೇಶ್ ಸಿದ್ಧನ ಅಂತ
You did not receive my handwritten notes?
Yes sir.
Hello sir.
No.
I will ask again our NPTEL team because I have given all lecture notes to them, and yeah, so our NPTEL team are responding. Handwritten notes are there in the SWAN portal only. So I think there are handwritten notes because many of you already got. So you please check with our NPTEL team that how to find the handwritten notes.
Oh, Rakesh is the mechanical branch. No? He will lecture.
I did not get it. You can write this, yeah. Please write down the portal for lecture material. I am also a student. Okay, okay. Yeah. So one of our student is yes responding that in this portal lecture material. There you can find the lecture notes. Okay, regarding your PPT, so I asked our NPTEL team that can we provide PPT, and they, I don't know for what reason, they said that we cannot provide PPT, sir. Only the lectures, the handwritten. Yes, yes, yes. But I, but, but I, so I will ask again. So someone asked gradient and divergence, so I can then again go through with you. I will see how to share the content. Share. So can you see the PPT now? can you see the PPT from there? Can someone respond? Oh no. So share the browser, share multimedia. Okay. Share content screen one.
Select the PPT option.
Select the PPT
Select the
option.
PPT. Microsoft. Select the Microsoft PPT that already opened.
It's a PowerPoint,
This
right?
this one, sir.
Oh, I see. Okay, thanks.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now it's
Now it's visible.
visible. Okay, so good. Okay, so regarding the gradient which someone asked, so I can go through now itself. So here the gradient of a scalar function. So we define the gradient for a scalar function first of all. So this, if we let this f x y z, a function of three variables.
Sir, we can't hear you properly, sir.
Yeah, that is the problem I was anticipating.
Everyone, please switch off your mic. Everyone, please switch off your mic. Only faculty kept the mic on. Everyone, please switch off your mic and video. Please.
Yeah, please switch off your microphone and as
Switch
well
off
as
your
video.
microphone.
YouTube thing. So YouTube app lo
Okay, so I will just try again. So if we have a scalar function, which the scalar function is defined already before, and then the gradient where we denote this as this grade f is given by this vector function. So the gradient f is a vector function where the three components of the vectors of this gradient f vector are given by this fx, the partial derivative with respect to x, partial derivative with respect to y, partial derivative with respect to z. So these are the three component of this vector now. So the gradient f is a vector quantity, whereas f is a scalar quantity. So and this can be understood if we define this del operator, which is defined by these partial derivatives with respect to x in the direction I, partial derivative y in the direction of j, partial derivative of z in the direction of a. Then this gradient f is simply the del f. So this is easy to understand, and for other mathematical calculation, this is much easier. So this is the gradient, and we have also defined in the lecture itself, so you can go through again that what are the applications, because this is a very important concept in this vector calculus. So for instance, if we go quickly here, so which we have also proved this, that through this gradient, basically you can find out the unit normal vector to a surface f. So if a surface fxyz is equal to c is given, then this del f, the gradient f, will give you the direction of the normal to the surface. So therefore this calculation is very easy once you know this concept of the gradient. So this gradient f will give you the normal vector, and just to make it unit normal vector, we have divided by its modulus. So otherwise, this gradient f gives for instance, the normal vector to the surface fxyz is equal to c. So therefore, this is very useful concept. And there were other applications too, which we have given there in the, and there are examples where you can find actually these gradient f. So if you want to find the unit normal to, for instance, this surface here, z equal to x square plus y square, and in that case you can see that the gradient f, and we have also geometrically described here. So the gradient f at this point 112 is coming 2i 2j minus 2k. So this is exactly the direction of the normal at this point 112, and the unit normal, then we have to divide this its modulus. So there are two normal vectors, of course. One is the outward normal, and the other one is the other in the other direction, the inner direction. So the both you can get. The other one you can get just by the negative sign, because they are just opposite to each other. So this was gradient, and similarly we have the concept of the divergence as well, which you can find out.
Hello.
Yes, I think if you switch on your microphone, then there are a lot of disturbances. So better you switch off your microphone and then write your query if you have any. So regarding the divergence, which we have also derived here, but finally what we get is as follows, that the divergence of a vector field. So the gradient was calculated for a scalar field, for a scalar quantity, but the divergence we are talking about the vector field. So here divergence of this v, and that divergence of v is a scalar quantity here. So it's exactly the other way around. So the divergence v is nothing but the partial derivatives and their sum. So and then we have also explained here very well with the simple example that what is the physical interpretation of all these calculations of the divergence, as we have done for the gradient there. We have also shown with the help of several examples that what the divergence, for instance, is positive. So it tells you exactly the tendency of the expansion of that particular vector field. And if it is negative, for instance, it is the tendency of the compression of this vector field. And if it is zero, then it's neither expanding nor contracting. So all these physical interpretations we have given in the lecture, as well as in the handwritten notes, which you can go through again. So if you have any more question, please just write on this window. don't have any query further, again, I mean, you should always, you can contact us, and always our NPTEL office providing a spreadsheet, Google spreadsheet, where you can compile all your queries, and definitely will get back to you either through the online this video lectures, or I will just prepare another PPT and then I will share with all of you. So with this, I wish good luck and stay home and stay healthy. Yeah, so then thank you very much again. So yes, you can also write your questions to the NPTEL team, and they will definitely get back to me with your questions. So you don't have to indeed write emails directly to me. I may miss. So you just write email to the NPTEL team. They will compile and then they can send to me. Yeah. So thank you very much once again. Thanks.